Hello, I'm Mira. I am Pilates certified teacher with over 18 years of teaching experience. Today's intermediate reformer session is a flow that covers exercises based on my Pilates education. When you're ready, let's begin. Hello, and welcome to my reformer session. I am using a reformer from the Pilates system today. I trust that you are familiar with the reformer that you are using today. I'll be sharing my setup, number of spring and the foot bar setup, but you are welcome to adjust the setup according to your own body. All right? Let's begin the session. Let's come to a standing position. I love my roll down. So come to a feet, parallel feet position, nice and tall. Take an in breath and exhale. Let's roll the spine down, rounding the back, bending the knee, pulling in the abdominal, taking your body down. I want it to be in control here as you roll down. And exhale, roll the spine back up again. Up, up, up. Let's do one more time. Breath in and breath out. Rolling down, rounding the body. Over, breath in. And up we go. Roll it up, and come up right. Right, come along onto the foot bar side. Now just make sure your foot bar is securely placed. Come into a standing position. We're going to take ourselves into a squat and hands onto the foot bar. Just shuffle out or shuffle inward as required. So here, there is a slight pull of the arms against the foot bar here. And then we're going to do our standing cat. So as you're ready, pull in the abdominal as you breathe out. And then get yourself into a C-curve position here. And an in-breath into a flat back. And then take yourself into a thoracic extension. Come into a flat back. Exhale. C-curve. And flat. Inhale. Thoracic extension. And flat. Two more. Exhale. And flat. Inhale. And center. Last one. In breath, reaching up and flat and press up and come to standing. Okay, now let's go into the carriage. I want you to set a spring for your footwork. So I'm going to go with 3 red and a blue. So 4 springs for me. If you're using the Pilates system, I'm putting my spring on the middle gear, the middle tier. And then the foot bar can stay up. All right, when you're ready, now reach over, bring the hand under, and go ahead and land on your back. So organize yourself that you are in the middle of the carriage, hands onto the handle or the shoulder pads or the side of the frame. And spine to supine, one leg up, second leg up, tabletop, spin towards me as we inhale. Exhale, we return. Inhale over to the other side. Exhale. And in breath. Exhale to return. And in breath. And keep the shoulders anchored down to the floor. Elbows opened. The spine is long. Moving from the waist. And return. Come back to center, hold that, make sure you are in the middle, lift the head and the chest up, hands on the knee, lift the chest up, double leg stretch here, inhaling, exhale, inhale, reach the arms and the legs out, exhale, and 3 more, and 2, and 1. And stay. Now extend the left leg, hands on the right knee, heel in line, lift the chest up, single leg stretch. We switch. Forward and back. 2, 2, 1, and 1. Come back to tabletop, hands behind your head, crisscross, rotate to the right, extend the left leg, up and over to the left, up and over to the right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left. One more set. Last one. Come back to center and come down. Release. Okay. Footwork, heels in line with the sit bone. I want you to create a nice neutral spine. Arms long by the side. Pull the ankle to your maximum dorsiflexion here, and then keep the feet and press out. And just take a moment here for a second. I want you to get the pelvis to stay long in that neutral position. Abdominals is zip up. I have a slight gap underneath my lower back. It's not forced. It should just be natural space. And then come back home. And then press and return. And then press and return. Control your press out. Pull up the quadriceps at the end. Hamstrings, quads. The feet should stay stable. 2 more. Last one. And stay. Changing onto the ball of the feet, please. So you want to place the feet above the top part of the pad of the foot and the webbing of the toes. Press away. High plantar flexion here as you return, folding the hip, knee, and the ankles, and press. So I want your feet to stay in that diagonal line consistently as you pull out and return. And return. Control your returning. No banging is allowed. Press and back, and press and back. 3 more, press and back. 2 more, press and back. Hold the last one. Lower the heels, dorsiflex, and lift up tippy toe. Lower the heels and lift up tippy toe. Imagine you have a cup of tea on your pelvis. That tea should stay stable. Down with the heel. Exhale up. Resist the hamstring as the heels go down, and lift the heel to the sit bone. Down and lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift. 3 more down and lift. 2 more down and lift. Hold, prancing. Lower the left heel and lower the right. Lower the left, lower the right. Stable pelvis as you do this. We go inhale and exhale and in breath. Prancing on the spot and in breath and exhale. 2 more sets. And exhale. Last set. And exhale. We lift and home, home, home. Right, heels on the bar. You may take a spring down for the single footwork, or you can work hard with me with the same spring. But I want you to keep a good form here. Right heel down, left leg to tabletop. Initiate with the hamstring, pull away, woo, it is heavy, and back, pull away, and let's just do 6 of this. Pull away 3, and resist. Pull away 5, and resist. Pull away 6, and we switch at the heel on the bar, tabletop, stabilize the pelvis, heels down, hamstring, let's go, out, and back. And press. Pelvis is stable. We haven't forgotten the cup of tea. It shouldn't be spilling. 3 more. 2 here. Last. And change. Toe. Right toe. Left tabletop. All right. Brace the hamstring. Let's go. Press. Wow. And press. It is punchy. The foot should stay in the same angle all the time. Let's go. 3 and 2 and 1 And we'll switch. Other foot, please. Tabletop, hamstring. Let's go. Pull away, out, return, and return. And 3, and 2. Last, let's go. Out and back. Good job. Roll to your side. Come up. Abdominal spring. I'm going to go with a red and a yellow. You are welcome to do one red. We're going to do abdominal work and something that has a good resistance to work against it. Challenging, but you can still have a good form without straining the neck. Okay, here we go. Right, hands in strap. Arms in line with the shoulder. Legs, 1, so your carriage is off the stopper nail. Second leg, tabletop. A few hundred prep, and we're going to hit the 100, or sort of, almost 100. I never really count my 100. So we go up, high chest lift, arms, return, and then arms and back. 3 more. Arms, back. 2 more. Arms, last one. Stay. Extend the leg to an appropriate height for you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pump. 2, 3, 4, 5. And in breath. 3, 4, 5. And keep the carriage rather quiet. I am creating heat here in my body. 3 more sets. 2. Last. Hold. Bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees. Arms, arms, arms. And come down. Foot, foot. Step down. Up. Change the spring for your hip work. I'm going to work with a red and a blue on the middle tier, middle gear. And let's go on your back. Place yourself in the middle. Hands in strap. Press the carriage out. 1 foot. Tabletop. Hold that leg. 2nd foot. Tabletop. Hold it. Now, externally rotate the hip so you are going into a frog position. Just look at the distance between the knee and the rope. I want that distance to be equal to the left and the right. And the knee should be on the same plane with your hip. And we go. The heel travel horizontally forward and then travel horizontally back. So if there's a train track underneath the heel, it should go along that straight line, straight out, and then pull in back, and then moving from the hip joint, and then pull back from the hip joint, and pulling out, and then pulling in. 2 more, and I'm pulling in. 1 more. I'm holding my sit bone because I want to remind myself to keep my sitting bone down. Now pull out again. I'm sorry, I forgot. Dorsiplantar flex, bringing the legs up vertically so there is a nice stretch behind the legs. We're going to a circle. Right, we go. Drive the strap down with the feet open and already thinking about bringing the legs in a circle. And down, open, legs go up and together. Exhale, down, legs go up and together. And legs go up and together. So control your carriage. Don't go wild on me. Right. We still have the cup of tea on your pelvis. That tea shouldn't be spilling. One more, please. And out and up. Now reverse. And open down. So drawing half circle with the legs and folding in the hip in the middle. Drawing half circle in the legs and folding in the hip in the middle. And down and up, folding. Two more, down and up. Last one, down and up. Okay, now to your opening. So lower the legs to your opening height. So let's see where you are at. Now, here we're going to open the heels. Same height, same height, same height. And the movement is going to come a little bit feet towards the shoulder, but I want your heel to stay at the same height and stop where the heels are in line with the sitting bone. The pelvis should stay neutral. Now here, whether you need to lift the leg up and down, make that adjustment, and that will be your height. Now we press away, and then it comes in the same track. We go out, straight, same height, and the movement feels going to go to the shoulder. Keep the same height. Use the feet, pull away, pull in, and out, and then bring it next to the sit bone, so side on. There should be a good stretch here. Press away and pull in. Control, be aware how you drive the legs out, how you move the legs, and then press away and pull in. One more. My inner thighs, my adductors are quivering, so I must be doing all right. I hope yours too. So keeping it the same height, press away, pull it in. Brilliant. Flex the ankle, come back to your frog. All right, take one foot off, find the foot bar, second off, find the foot bar. Let's go to bottom left, and we add some extension here. Right, so toes parallel, extending the legs to find your plantar flexion position, and then fold back here and keep the feet at the same height. So let's do 3 bottom left and then 5 extension. This is all about the hamstring. We go. Pulling the abs in, pressing up the hamstring. The heel should stay in the same spot. Right up to your high bridging position, pubic bone curling to the belly button, sitting bone curling up to the sky, and exhale, roll down. Yes, the hamstring may cramp. And it does get better though. Once the hamstring getting stronger, they get better. And then we go exhaling, press the hamstrings up, sit bone high. So I wanted to create a diagonal line from the knee to the hip. Heels stay at the same spot. The feet do not move. And exhale, roll down. The next one, you stay up. We're going to open and close the carriage while you're up there. And exhale. Press up with the hamstring. Keep curling the tailbone up. Open the hip, knee. Scoop the pelvis, lift up one. Exhale, pelvis stay at the highest point. Inhale, lift, 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 lift high. The ankle should flex when you come in. The heels in the same spot. Yes, the hamstrings are giving you a little cramp sometimes. And then pull. One more, minds are crying. And lift, 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 hold. And we can roll down now. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Mighty, mighty hamstring. Hug the legs in. Ah, good work. And let's come up. We need to stretch the hamstring, shall we? 1, red spring. Lunge, kneeling. Okay, so come on to the carriage. Heel against the shoulder pad. Take your left foot forward, in line with the sit bone, in line with the hip. Knee over ankle. Lift up. Don't sink in the pelvis. Scoop the pelvis under, so bias to posterior tilt. Open the spring with the thigh, hamstring. Refrain yourself from sinking. Find that stretch by extending the hip as far as you can. Stay there. Hold that breath. 2, 3, and here. Now, we're going to tip the pelvis into a slight anterior, and then we're going to open the carriage with the front leg. Now, the back thigh should stay at the same angle. Woo, we're feeling the hamstring from before. And extending the front, you move the spring with the front leg. The more you stick your bottom out, the greater the stretch will be. So pull away, use the quadriceps to help the hamstring to stretch. Stay. Neck long, breath, and stay whole. Enjoy the stretch. One more. Now, scoop the pelvis, bend the front knee. Then the front knee will bring the carriage home and change. Other foot in line. Knee over the ankle here. Scooping the pelvis, lifting up, and then opening with the thigh. And watch that sinking. This is what I want you to avoid because I want you to connect with this lower abdominal. No hip extension here. Hip in extension using the muscle to open the spring rather than just dumping the pelvis down. So we are stretching here, holding. One more breath. Onto the anterior tilt, so stick it out just a tiny bit. If you can't move the pelvis, then you're probably sinking in the hip. Now the front leg will open the spring. Front leg, not the back knee. Front leg. Front leg is a driver, front leg is a driver, front leg is a driver. Again, ooh, good Lord. The more anterior tilt the pelvis you have, aka the more you stick out your bottom, the greater the stretch. Neck long, back is active. Active, so you're thinking about going into a nice long flat back. Even if your leg is not straight, you're striving to get stretching the hamstring. But I want you to keep the pelvis stable. One more breath. And now scoop the pelvis, bend the front knee, the front leg drive the carriage forward. Lifting up and home. Okay. Ooh, I'm feeling that. Pilates is about a mindful exercise. So I want you to be aware how you drive the movement, which part of the muscle is the main actor, which is the sub-actor, and so on and so forth. Okay, anyways, let's go. One red, one yellow. Upstretch 1, upstretch 2, elephant. If you want to go a red and a blue, you're fine. If you want to work hard, only one spring, be my guest. Right, hands, step up. Heel, lift it, spread the toes. Right, so the foot away from the shoulder pad. Hands shoulder width, bring the pelvis back, then take the other foot. So you are in that pyramid position. Make sure you don't sink in the shoulder. Your lats are working. Your arms are nicely anchored in the middle back and the upper abdominal here. So your shoulders are working here. There shouldn't be a pain in the shoulder joint and the neck. Now we open the hip,
Lengthen the lower back a little bit more here if you can. Open the sitting bone wide and closing. And close. And close. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now here, upstretch 2. Open with the legs. Now don't push with the arm. The pelvis will then lowers. The chest will lift. You want to create a long line here from the crown of the head to your heels. Then the lower abs lift the pelvis and close the carriage back to your pyramid. Now, use the leg to open the spring. Don't push the arm. Connect your arms in the middle back. Come into that long diagonal line for your front support and lifting up and folding. In breath, low, open, pelvis lowers, chest up, exhale. So my arms don't actually move. The angle of my arms stay constant as the carriage opens and close. And lift. One more. And an inhale. Opening. Exhale. Coming in. And well done. Heels down for your elephant. Same thing here. Your back wants to be long. Heel down. There will be a greater stretch in the back of the leg. We open the hip. We exhale. So hip extension, hip flexion. And so the accent is forward. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Close. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Step forward and step off. Good job. Mermaid. Let's go. I am going to use one spring. I'm going to use, you know what, you can do a red, you can do a blue, but I'm going to do a blue on the top gear. You're welcome to do red, really. You're welcome to do red. Hand on the foot bar. You see that I'm not against the shoulder pad for a good reason. I don't have the vertical height to be here because this bar is far. So I'm going to shift myself a little bit inward so I can hold on to the bar. If you are against the shoulder pad and holding the bar and the elbows are bent, I want you to prepare by pushing the carriage out. The back is straight, the arm is straight. All right, plug the arm in here. Okay, it's not a lateral flexion here. It's more a linear diagonal line. So we're going to bring the carriage away. The shoulder will be in line with the foot bar. This arm will be in line with the shoulders. I still have my arm in here. And then I rotate from my hip, my shoulder, square up my shoulder as much as I can, and then bring my arm across. If you can touch the foot bar, you can rest the arm, but I don't want it to push away. Open the arm, de-rotate back to facing me, and then up, up again. Inhaling, lengthening away, lengthening, lengthening. Keep your arm in your ribs. And exhaling, rotate hips, shoulders, square up the shoulder, reach the arm away. You can rest the hand, but don't push, don't push, don't push. Head between the arms here. Open the arms and de-rotate and up. One more, and we go in, breath. And exhale, reach long across. No back should be hunching here. Your back muscle should be on. Open the arm rotate to me, and okay, flip. Now we're going to face away from each other unless you can move your device so you still are looking at me. You'll see my back. You'll see my back. So upright, long arm. Again, pluck the arm into the ribs and reach the carriage out with the pelvis. Shoulder, foot bar arm align, top arm align with the shoulder. Rotate from the hip, shoulder, then the arm come through. You can place the hand down to get more rotation, but don't push the carriage out. Keep your arms in your middle back. Open the arm, rotate back, and come back upright. And inhaling, long, long, long. Your arms still connected to your body. Exhaling, which means that the deltoid shouldn't be pushing out. And opening the arm, rotate. I mean, the deltoid works. I take my word back. But it shouldn't be doing this. You should be pulling into your shoulder. All right, let's do that again. And reaching out. And then rotate the hip and the shoulder. And then bringing the arm through, head between. You can rest the arm down. Don't push. Feel the spring in the back. Open the arm. Rotate. And come up. Return. All right, let's go. Long box, please. Long box. Let's do pulling strap 1. What do I have? I've got 1 spring. I'm going to keep the blue. You're welcome to do a red. You're welcome to do a red. And I'm going to keep my foot bar up here. The reason why is because this box is actually higher than the foot bar, so it allows my legs to be an extension naturally. If your foot bar is higher than the box, I would recommend that the foot bar goes down. Chest off the box. I like to fold my strap and hold on to the strap and the rope. So this way. Align myself in the middle. Back is long. Legs are long. Pulling the arm just in line, slightly in front of the shoulder. Latissimus dorsi muscle are very active here. So we're ready to work. We drive the sternum forward to your thoracic extension. On the inhale, the arms follow. Exhale, arms go down, the body follow. And then you're still in tension with the spring. Inhaling, sternum forward, arms follow. Exhaling, come back down and return. Inhaling, sternum follow, arms. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling, exhaling. One more. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, arms and the back. Release. Let's finish with swimming legs. So we have the arms forward, prayer hand, long legs. Lift the right, lift the left leg. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. 3 more. 2. Last. We hold and release. Good job. Step off the box. And let's roll down. Let's finish up the class. Let's roll down. Take an in breath. And exhale, rounding. Pull the abdominal so you can stretch the back. Let the head hang. Bend the knees. And roll up. Abdominal to stretch the back. And come up. And breath in. And breath out. Down. Abdominal pulling in, bending the knee. And I'm really stretching my back using my abdominals. So I'm going to pull my abs as much as I can to my spine. Let my head dangle. Keep the arms connected to the scapula. And then up, 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 upright. And we're good, we're good, we're good. You're good. Well done. Comment below. Show me how you feel. Share with me how you feel. I like to hear from you.
If you enjoyed this video, you will love my free 6-day intermediate challenge. Click the first link in the comments and join us in getting fit, strong, and feel energized. This 6-day challenge is taken from my 28 days intermediate Pilates program. If you would like to join the full 28 days, you'll find the link to my Flow with Mira membership in the description.